and good afternoon. It's another fascinating edition, and we are here every Saturday, beginning at 2 o'clock, straight up to 3 o'clock. And we are your presenters, Gbarntolmah alongside
Shucks.
and together we are going to drive you up to the hour. So today we have our interesting topics here on the program Give Us Society. In the JPEG, we're going to discuss the works that it seems have begun recently across the country, while the mandates being given by the Ministry of Education concerning the works exam, and the latest news in town concerning the regulations for national government through the Liberian National Police. That's the compliance for motorcycle deployed major streets in Monrovia. Though there have been complaints from motorcyclists and some Liberians and foreign residents concerning the regulations, and there are mixed views that spark up in some corners across the country. So Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited are our two sponsors here on the program Youth and Society. And we are so proud to be associated with Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. So we'll take a short break. We'll come back. We'll do a short discussion. And we have a team of our motorcyclists who will be our guests, two set of guests, all from the motorcycle sectors in Liberia. So we'll take a short break. We'll come back. We'll start the discussion. So many Come on, man. We want to make a better day, so let's not give in. And there's a choice to make it. There's a choice that will make that need a change in society. So welcome back to the program Youth and Society. Like I said, we have motorcyclists, two set of guests. They are all from the motorcycle sector in Liberia. And welcome back to the program. Let's take a word from our sponsors, EcoBank Liberia and Orange Liberia. Will come back. We'll join start this discussion here on Youth and Society. Please be there with us because we have more here in store for you.
Percent of your salary, you will.
Orange money, I can send money to my mind, lofa. Just that star 144 hash. Follow the instruction and do what you want. Just that star 144 hash. Follow the instruction and do what you want. If you want pay for EDC or pay your school fee, brother, you can use orange money. If you want buy your credit or pay your taxes, sister, you can use orange money. Oh. Just that star 144 hash. Just that star 144 Tell me who a puff where my orange money, yo. I can pay my LEC bills. You see orange money, yo. Tell me who a puff where my orange money, yo. I can pay my LEC bills.
Orange.
When it comes to communication in Liberia, Orange is number one.
Orange is the best. Orange is the best. Oh, Orange is the best. Orange is the best.
Strongest network, widest coverage,
Orange is the best.
fastest internet speed.
Orange is the best. People, Orange is the best.
Day, welcome back to Youth and Society here in Truth 96.1. And like we said in our lineup, the West African Senior Secondary Certificate exam begun on Wednesday, and the Ministry of Education has prohibited charges, certain that's charges pertaining to project submissions, class due class parties, flexibility fees, chemi fees, and any other unnecessary fees that indulged for the administration of works and WIAC in Liberia. So check, this is on our lineup for today. We have to discuss just before we join our guest, because the two topics are from Ministry of Education and the recent endo policy by national government through the Liberian National Police. So we have to discuss the issue of education first.
Yeah, it is my pleasure to be back on Youth and Society. We are here. This is a program that come on every Saturday about this time. Basically, the topic on a discussion that has to do with the WAS issue. That's a national concern. Since the issue of WAS started in this country, there have been call from the government, from the office of the WAS or West African Examination Council, that absolutely no school authority should collect whether project fee, whether flexibility fee, whether any other fee for that matter. Nothing also should be collected for the student. But with this thing is somehow very difficult. Let me put it that way. Very difficult because when we ask most of the school authority, they will tell you that the basic one we collected this fee is not for any other thing, but the 12 village will have a hand mark. Whether we should have a monument for
that's
them.
what we call projects.
Yes, project, absolutely. These are some of the things that we get from the conversation that we normally have with them. So they will tell basically we don't just graduate these children from our corridor of our schools, but what we should do while they're living, they have to get a hand mark, whether they should have a monument or whether they have a signboard, or they have a bulletin board posted somewhere where it will contain the names of all 12 videos. So it's not about any other thing, but it's about having the hand mark of the students. So project fee, but government had to go far beyond and really investigate what actually is being done with the project fee, even though they have a quote unquote that they are using it to have a hand mark of the student. But there has to be more investigation into it, because you can't just sit in an office as a government and say, okay, nobody should collect project fee. But just the question is, if the student decides not to put money together and present it to the school
I think they themselves are also in the know of this. I think they have agreed. Also, sometimes they agreed. Because I'm seeing project fees and seeing class due, class party, flexibility fees. I'm still wondering as if these fees are paid separately or it will be jointly paid. I'm still.
It is paid separately from the school fee.
Wow.
And it's not compulsory on the student. It's not compulsory. Absolutely. This is the thing that students will decide to come together and present to the administration. It is not say the administration will just come from the blue sky and say, okay, people are going to pay this or pay that. It is binding upon, it's forced for people to pay. No. The student, through their class sponsor, will decide to say, okay, before we graduate, let us make sure we organize a class party. Let us have a handbag for our class. And that is why most of you will hear their class name. Class, they will call the class name.
Okay.
So the project fee is all intended about that. It's not intended about any other thing that people may perceive it, but it's squarely or basically intended for students to have something that to promote socialization. Students will always normally tell you that the only way we can able to increase or promote the socialization is through academia, most especially the grade school. As you graduate from grade school, we go anywhere, we're not able to have that kind of social interaction. So we are going to pay this money so that at least after the test, then we'll have somewhere where we'll have and go and have a party. So project fee is all about that. So like I said, the Ministry of Education has to be more robust and more investigative to go depth into it, get to the administration to find out what actually, even though this thing have been said, but what actually they can do with the project fee. Because basically there will be other information that project fee is being paid because there are some things that can happen in the national exam.
Okay.
Which of course
they want to call flexibility.
Okay, flexibility.
I know what is about flexible there. I know what they want to make flexible.
Sometimes the whole issue of flexibility is to make the ground smooth.
Look at ground smooth now.
No, ground have to be smooth. Sometimes when you
as
sit
long
on the test,
as long you study from your elementary days up to GR up to senior high, I don't think you will meet any change there. I don't think so.
There have been some changes when it comes to the level of performance of the student. Since from 2000 down further, those of the students at that time were very much good. They used to study, they memorized everything as they sit on the test and the test very slow. But 2000 up to 2024 now, most of our students, we ask them, even some of them asking last year question, they're not able to answer for you. So like I said, flexibility, from my understanding from then through my questioning.
Anyway, you are part of the administration, so you are best knowledgeable of that.
Yeah.
But this one is straight from the Ministry of Education, prohibiting charges pertaining they say to project submissions. It's a class due. It says class party flexibility fees. It's a coming fees. You see.
No. What I can say, issue about the
I'm
totally against it.
Okay.
I'm totally against Kiami. Kiami cannot do well for our students. If the student want to meet instead, that should be done on the open glare. But you cannot have a specific location where you will gather all students, whether male, female, just gather all of them and keeping them for Kiami under the names of Kiami. For me, I totally against that, and I want for government to take a stern action against.
And at times, the purpose of the Kiami, at times the whole purpose change to different things.
Sure.
Because you leave your home where you have everything there. Maybe you can stay home and study, got electricity, everything, and you go somewhere else and different things might happen there. So
yeah,
I think the issue of camping has to be looked at, like you said, investigated by the school administration and making sure that students are protected, during tests, because we observe in recent years that you hear students talking about camping and they will have to go camp, and sometimes the purpose of camping should be studying. But you observe that different things will be happening during the camping.
Yeah, what I observe about the whole camping business is that when as a student, most often they say, "But even though my work can study, I can do everything, but I will not enjoy the study except I go and mingle with my friends." It will be together more number of 10, 15 students that I will study. I think we're able to one way or the other we're able to understand our lesson. But with all that, like you said, the whole purpose of camping has not been met. When you see some of those camping sites, you don't really actually understand anything from there. What you can understand is just talking, discussing issues. Even the time it's going to take to sit and study that lesson, they may not even enjoy that time. But rather they'll be lecturing, doing different things that is far away from the academic activities. So the issue of camping government really, for me personally, I'm totally against it, and the government have to take in that direction.
All right, so that's it. You've decided. So we now have our guest in studio. They are from the organization. They say some two. They will better define this acronym. And we have Trokon Gray. He's the president of this institution. And we have Rennie as he's Conwa. He's a motorcyclist.
I think it's Conway.
Conway, okay, motorcyclist. So we just joined them in Studio B, where they will be discussing. They have a special message for our audience and for national government, and I hope that it will be a message in the best interest of motorcyclists, in the best interest of Liberians. So we're joining. Good afternoon. Okay, so just start up, introduce yourself. All right. All right. So the next person. Okay. Supreme Motors. Okay. Thank you. All right. The next. All right. So, Mr. President, in a few minutes ago, we saw you in some interact. You came at the studio or studio here or to the compound of Troop FN, and you said you have a message. What's it? What is about this message?
where the government is currently enforcing the issue about what they consider as under full compliance. And so there have been a lot of issues. If you can recall, some part of last week or week before last, the cyclists agreed to stage a peaceful protest at the Capitol building, calling on the government to disengage or reconsider their decision about the no-go zone. And so, having organized that protest, the government called us on the table and they told us that protest is not the way forward. Whatever issue we have, we should bring it on the table, and so I may handle it to avoid confrontation. And so we were invited by the vice president. We attended that meeting. The vice president,
You mean Jeremiah Kum?
yes,
Okay.
the Excellency Jeremiah Kuhn, he instructed the police director, and a pronouncement was made by the police that they will no longer be enforcing the issue about the no-go zone. Surprisingly, we only saw the eve to the program to the prescribed date, which is supposed to be the 15th. When we appear at the football field, we heard the police making this announcement about before you plow at this route, you should have all the 9 things, before you use the road. And we see it as a complete disservice. I mean, we complained that the issue about no-go zone was a complete violation of our right. Now you have agreed that you will not be doing a no-go zone, but then in no time again, we're all giving our people time. I mean, you just come out and start arresting about denying them. And we see it as a complete disservice. We see it as a break of trust. And that's why we are assembled here to call on the government. There have been a lot of issues. Some of the issue is that the Ministry of Transport, they only got one location for our people to register their bag. Our people have not refused to register their bag. They are in agreement with the government that they want to wear feet wear while riding the bike because it's about their own safety. They want to wear helmet while using the bike. They have not refused to use the helmet. They have not refused to use feet wear. For the issue about insurance, some of the insurance companies are either rejecting our people or charging high fees.
There's some.
Yeah, the insurance company, you go at transport ministry, they got their different pools. There's somebody charging 150, somebody charging 120, somebody are even saying to our people that they can insure motorcycle because the risk associated with insuring bag is too high.
Do you have proof to what you're saying?
Yes, come on, yes. Another thing, the Ministry of Transport, in that agreement with the vice president, they agreed to decentralize the registration center. Currently, and they did not go by what they agreed to. They currently have only the Ministry of Transport as the only location for motorcycle to be registered on their back. If you go there, you'll see them in their hundreds. I mean, it is so embarrassing. You have, take for example, this is Pinville. Pinville have one of the highest motorcyclists. Pinville is our biggest motorcycle community in the entire Moscow County. They don't have a single registration center where our people can go there to register their bike. You have the issue of Canada, and the places that they are doing the Ministry of Transport is not in a go zone, it's in a no-go zone. So it's making it difficult for our people to get their full registration done. The lesson plate they are giving them, it is not a motorcycle lesson plate, they are giving them travel lesson. Okay? They charging $45. I mean, if you do the total calculation of the entire package, it's more than $230 US. And we see as a distance, some of the bag our people are riding are already, I mean, it's already old. I mean, if you want to sell those bags, you can sell it more than $200. So why you would want to pay, I mean, close to $300 just to insure bag because they want to ride? I mean, the government need to come in. Okay?
So In a sense, you want the decentralization of the process, one, and two, you want do you want reduction because you say that your cyclists are not refusing to go through the process. So it means that you are calling government for reduction.
So there are two things.
Okay,
The government, they are giving lesson place to, I mean, say travel lessons to our people
instead of
instead of a rather lesson.
okay,
The next thing is that in my mind, you give people lesson who are fully prepared to use it. I mean, travelers don't just go at the Ministry of Transport and say, let a lesson play. I won't buy. The essence of giving the lesson is not just to make money. Is to acknowledge that those that are bearing the lesson are knowledgeable of the road that they use, and so people just go there, they purchase the lesson plate, and you give it to them. Are they trained? They see that you're talking about safety, but again, you are doing things contrary to the very safety you are talking about. If somebody should be trained to be a driver, you should be trained. You should be knowledgeable of the road that you are using. So it's not just about marketing or just about profit making. No. So our people should be trained before giving them lesson. That's why we are calling on the government to I mean scratch the issue about issuing our people driver lesson, because they said we are not trained. So why now are you just giving it to them? So when you give it to them and when you say the lesson the child lesson to them, immediate training? No, they are still not trained. And so the training that they talk about, they have to provide the training. So while the government taking time, the government said need some time, right? And that's why we are asking the government to at least give us 3 months while we adjusting to raise our little resources, to raise all about. The government can also use that time to train our people that when they are giving them the favorite driver lesson, so the bearer of the lesson can be knowledgeable of the road. The next thing about the insurance, I mean, most insurance companies, like I said, are either rejecting our people or charging high fees. I think there is something that we can come on the table and we all can sit on the table and say, we can have a uniform price, right? Take for example, you want to insure back, right? We can say, okay, we can maybe take it like $30 or $20 to insure a motorcycle. I think that's something that the motorcycle will appreciate. But somebody can pay up to 150 US to insure one motorcycle. I mean, even some of the people that have insured their vehicle, they're getting problem with the insurance company. So all we are saying, we are asking the government to disengage or forget about the issue about the insurance. At least so people can pay for their lesson plate. You already seen most of the cyclists are already started purchasing the reflector, they're purchasing their helmets. I mean, you are saying we ourselves we appreciate the process, but again, it is too strenuous. It is straining our people. I mean, you go, they just get one center to play a condensed populated, everybody running to Ministry of Transport. You don't know who you interacting with. I mean, it's causing serious problem. And so we are asking government to at least give our people 3 months, at least so they themselves can adjust. The training that they talk about, they can provide to our children to give them the travel lesson, let me say the radar lesson, so they can know that the lesson they are bearing, the attendant some training, and the training say A, the training say B, the training say when you see real you should start, the training say I mean, education should be provided to them, not just to give them radar lesson.
okay. So Chairman Vani, you are from the rehab, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So how are your people coping with this process?
Firstly, I really want to condemn the attack that happened. I mean, soon they going to turn on junkie on our president. You know, once a leader, always be a leader. Even in the home, when your father does make a pronouncement, even right, but you can go afar to make a turn on his life, even going to destroy the vehicle. We should condemn that. Every cyclist, even everyone that are in leadership, tomorrow it can be anyone. So we shouldn't encourage the cyclists to run with violence. Say when you see John, you should harm me, you should kill him. He the one cause they or cause that. We all fighting together for the betterment of this sector because this sector need real transformation. As my colleague said, this sector really need the government to come in on the issue of the no-go zone. It's very painful. When you pass the favorite parking lot, you see the back they are parking, they're just lecturing. Most of them in Susu, no movement, no money. And the citizens are said too, they're going through the constraint. They are walking. The people said they are complaining. So we need the government to come in. Our cyclists, they are waiting. Any other workshop, at least you can train them from the workshop. You can give them the driving lesson or certificate. Yeah, let the man went through the workshop and he's qualified and he's competent to fly the road. But now you come up with this the restriction at the type of time. Look at the economy now. We just want to appeal to the government to see reason, to see our best to lift the restriction and come to the circulars. We are waiting to comply, especially when on the issue of the plate. We have been buying plate. We contribute to the revenue of government. Just imagine we get more than 10,000 circulars flying just in Maserati alone. So times 10,000 times 25, we are really contributing immensely to the revenue of our government. So the government should look in that direction. We are a taxpayer. You cannot come down hard on us. We don't understand why really happening because we don't do anything to our government. We don't know how they really come on with a decision.
But my concern is when you both met the vice president, what was the discussion really? Because vice president can realize the whole no goes with business. Then the Liberia National Police or the MOT is doing different things. What was the main discussion between the motorcyclist and that of the vice president?
Wow, the vice president came up with a decision because he thought it very helpful for the cyclists that at least we should be able to buy our plate, get our reflector jacket, and have a helmet, and we should have practice safety to be able to fly on the road. There was nothing or insurance. Because every insurance company they rejecting us, especially the insurance want to give us insurance what benefit. Can you imagine? You pay the 150 or you pay the $80, then you happen to encounter an accident, then no insurance coming to you. Then what else are you having your insurance? It's an injustice to us. We are a
So,
citizen, you can't do this to us.
so during the dialogue with the vice president, did you suggest to him as to the time frame, or it was just an open discussion?
No, for the RGU, because the vice president own, I can't really go into it about the RG. The police
Okay.
inspector came to complain and he spoke to the cyclist. He said, okay, we're in the 3 month, you can be hustling and be getting all those requirements. But he did not mention about insurance. Isn't it? And the cyclists were very happy when he came up with his decision. Well, unfortunately, when the president arrived, the next day, when our brother on the road with a helmet, with a reflector jacket, we just see put it in in a bag, putting it in the car, carried it. Chairman want to talk, they don't want to recognize any leadership. President for any union, they don't want to recognize any leadership. Isn't it? So they're calling on the government to look into it.
So your concern is the issue of insurance, right?
Yeah, the insurance is too high.
Yeah, but I understand that insurance company is not only limited to private insurance. Government got our own insurance company again. Why can't people work with the national government in terms of insuring your bike? Talking about insurance is the problem, and insurance companies in the country they got private owned and they got also government insurance company. So I'm basically making reference to that. Why people can't work with the same government in order to insure your bike?
As I said earlier,
Yeah,
we are been trying our best, and most of the insurance, even
yeah.
government insurance, don't want to accept us. And
So
those
that
are
means the government
available,
don't want to accept people
yeah,
and other people too.
those are available, their fee is very high.
Okay.
Yeah, and they are giving insurance what benefit. Just imagine if you happen to give 150, then from there you go on the street, God forbid you had an accident, then no insurance to come in. Then what else do you have the insurance? So it's
Is that
just
what
a way to collect money from the cyclists.
is that what you have been told?
That's what we've been following. They brought a flyer to us in my parking lot, Ria Junction, district number 6. They distribute there all over. And everything they outline in our flyer, insurance what benefit, some 6 months, some 1 year. How can you do an insurance what benefit? It's wrong. It's injustice to us.
That's a great. You earlier on the talked about this SIM insurance, and I've been told that you have a petition. You are planning to petition the legislature. What is in that petition?
And so we are privileged to be one of the head of the cyclists, and I've been a key campaigner against the government no-go zone restriction. And so the cyclists of Pinsville and Cannonsville, Oro, as well as Cinco, they have been having a lot of meetings and they have raised these issues and said that they want to petition their lawmakers to at least, intervene on their behalf. They believe that they are their mouthpiece. they can better forward the message to the president, because they are not privileged to see the president. And so they think that it is important that these different issues that have been raised, the issue about the insurance, the issue about the driver lesson, the time interval, the time is too jamming, too many people are going out of business. Many of our friends are just parking to the parking lot, they're vanished, no business, people are not running. The passengers are walking because you can walk almost to the road, then you get on motorbike. I mean, so they are going out of business. It is not easy. Some of the susu now is probably, if I may say, either on pause or some way, somehow been dissolved. And that's business they are doing. I mean, some of them took the bar on CP and the rest of them. So they are going out of business. So all they are, they like I said, they invited me, say, Mr. Gray, this is what I want to do, want to petition our lawmakers. And I told them that, Chief, want you guys will be packing your bag, because the government said even though they agreed to give us 3 months, but they didn't live up to their promise, and they have started the enforcement. And why you when you say you will pack your bag to go at the Capitol building, what I would not support, and I'm on record. I told them every time I speak, I told them, I say every time I appear when I'm speaking to you cyclists, I always ask you to put your phone recorder, and I will record myself, because uh, I've been targeted. Some of them have been saying that I'm insulting motorcyclists, which is not true. These are our people, they are our bosses. When they got issued the call, we are on obligation to come to them. And so the cyclists are assembled in Pinsville and said that on Monday, which is this coming Monday, they want to meet at the Capitol building. They will be packing their bag. They are asking all their friends to pack their bag. And so governments can see reason the issue about the driver lesson, at least so they can look at it, they can leave the driver lesson up, at least the issue about the insurance, they can forget about that one. The rest of the other, I mean, wearing helmet, wearing reflector, safety boots, the rest of them is of their own safety that they understand they can do. But I mean, the issue about the whole insurance and the driver lesson, they don't see it ready, because if you do the total calculation of the entire package, it's more than $200 US. Some of them already got money like that. I mean, the next thing they said they want to call on the government is to at least decentralize the registration centers. Everybody can be going to Ministry of Transport the rest of their back. The next issue they talk about, the reason they want to go to the capital, is the issue about the Ministry of Transport giving them driver lesson instead of motorbike lesson. Motorbike category is there. I mean, you should be giving them category D, which is on it. So I don't know why they're giving them driver lesson. Probably they got a car for them to give them car now. So these are issues that they are raised, and these are our people. I mean, when you are leading people, you can't allow them to just be. I mean, when you lost their side, when you leave them vulnerable. You're not interacting with them. The different conversation you're having, what are you doing, and the rest of them, and they get angry. You got to meet with them. I can stay away from them, because they are aggrieved. They are our people. We represent them. We work for them. And so when they call me, I appear, and we'll have this conversation. And I even brought them up to speed of the meeting we have with the director on yesterday, even though he agreed to look into it. But
You mean the director
the police director,
you met with him? Okay.
raised the same issue again. He promised. But there's the thing, the cyclists are like not really trusting, ain't know the word of the government, because I mean, from past experience, one day they hear no more no go zone, the next day they see police people in the street. So I mean, when I brought them up to speed of the meeting we have with the police director, they say, we're not listening to that thing you're talking. I mean, they seen police director here, you all met with the vice president. They want to announce on the radio, say we ain't doing no go zone again. Once more money will come and see police people all in the street, they are more than 1,000 bad that is being arrested. So we're not taking that message anymore, and they have their right. Come on, I can't stop them. We work for them. They're not work for me. I work for them as their leader. So with their decision, I'm going to honor their decision. And one, they will not. I told them that one, you guys will not be. Destroying people's property. When you will be parking your motorbike and some of the capital building, so government can do some adjustment. I mean, I'm going to be with them. Yeah, my people.
So being with them, have you getting the permission from the Ministry of Justice? Have you getting the green light?
Do I need permission from the Ministry of Transport to exercise Article 70 of the Constitution?
Yeah, well, Mr. President, And you cannot say the people should go ahead and do it, and you're the head of them. So basically, you have to coordinate your set, your put thing together before the boat can go. Because basically, when they go to the capital building, one of the things that they're going to ask for is their head. Their leadership has to come on board and represent the group. The group can't just go to the legislature without their being headed by somebody.
But as I just told you, I will be there. So who on the leader are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Rennie, tell us your own experience in this process.
Yeah, as my colleague just said, you see, we are not against the, the, the issue of the government saying that we should provide helmet, reflector, safety material. It is good. If you go places like Africa, the Abidjan, you not find the motorbike you find in the street, they are well dressed up. In fact, the motorbike, the community, the motorcycle that run there from the street and they represent that street. So if somebody from that street take motorbike and get to another street, they will know. That is a good idea. But let them hear. Majority of us having the reflector, the helmet, and the plate, they say arresting you. They say arresting you. The amount of motorbike they are arrested is affecting the people. And see, they talk about the membership about safety. One passenger is entitled to one helmet. Yeah, we agree. But the passenger data said refusing a one helmet. Because for typical example, somebody might be having hepatitis B, then the person will use that helmet. If you carry 1,000% around that one helmet, they will use that helmet. It will not still be safe for the citizen. It will not still be safe for the citizen. As you can see, most if you're really observing, we are quoting the words what they say. But the issue here is the main reason for which we are here is the driver lesson. For me, I didn't go to driving school. So why should you issue me driver lesson?
So you're done with your process and you've been given driver lesson?
No, I have the helmet, the reflector, and the safety material, and that was the plate. And can you imagine? Since I pay for the plate, this is 2 months since they give me the reason I'm not getting the plate. And some of the people, if you even present the receipt, the slate of the plate to them, they don't grant it. They don't grant it.
Okay, so let me just read you this mandate coming from the National Public Health Institute in collaboration with the that's the Liberian National Police, saying that mandated all motorcyclists and passengers to adhere to the below hygiene measures. It said one, motorcyclists should clean their helmets regularly. That is weekly, daily, monthly, using the spray. So it said motorcyclists should avoid placing their gloves inside the helmets. Passengers should cover their heads before wearing the helmet. Passenger may choose to wear a nose mask for additional protection. Passenger who frequently travel by motorcycle should consider carrying their own helmets and sanitizer that spray. So you see the police and is trying her best to do everything and also that like you talk about the health aspect. So you see they are collaborating with the National Public Health Institute and giving these guidelines.
Yeah, Johnson, what I understood from the Gentleman Institute that, all these measures put in place, I don't think they have a problem with it. But the major problem that they have now is the issue of insurance. Yes, insurance, like the brother said, the insurance, those of the insurance company that provide insurance, they are expensive and they're trying to work with the government. Is that government don't want to listen to them also. So, like I understood from there, they want for time to be given. You can say you put it in measure in place, then right away it start, right away. Like for example, you pronounce it today, then effectively tomorrow it started, right?
Sure.
So the one for time should be given. I think that one I understood from
Okay, so time should be given. So it is about time we open the lines. So we'll have people calling in, giving their own insight. There are. I tell you, yesterday I was around the Sambia County Sports Complex. I was there for a program, and we're in the midst of a motorcycle. They didn't know I'm a journalist, and everybody giving their own perspective. And our people are really agitated. I can tell you that. Like I rode with a guy who brought me to RCI. He told me the susu that I eat, easy. and I used to go in town and this house to pay my susu. I 100, it makes that in 100,000 susu. They feel not easy. So that's it. So we'll open the lines and we know there are people out there listening to us and they will call and make their own input. So the number to call is 0777 28 59 61 0777 28 5961. That's 0777 28. So we have our first caller and we'll have people calling and giving question. And hello?
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Is it who?
The issue Union Park,
Okay.
the issue with the government putting on restrictions, Catholic, and now was Catholic for point of correction.
Okay.
The issue with the restrictions, they are not only take for the for one side, the customer that has almost a Catholic when you have put them back and then
So what's the recommendation? Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me the political aspect. Hello? Oh, please move away from your monitors. Can you feedback in studio here? Please move away from your monitor and leave a political aspect. Let's go and straight to the point. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, your name. Okay. Welcome.
I don't know what I don't know.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Hello. All right. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Hello. Your name? Supermarket. Okay. Go ahead. Okay, all right. You don't have to say that, yeah.
Don't say
You
that.
don't say that. You have to.
It's a
In
national
the
government.
national government, you have to. Dialogue. Dialogue is a. Hello. Yeah, hello. Yeah, your name. Your name. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking for I'm going to for spending.
Okay.
Some of us we have been serious problem with it. I get the government come out and say that especially with insurance company, they are charging too much. And even into
Yeah. But you can park your bike. You can park your motorbike. Yeah, you can park your motorbike and get in the car now. Hello. Okay, so that's your point. That's the point here. So we take more calls because we want to get the views of the public. All right. So
The government said that we let's say
all
they
right,
use it both for
we
driver
don't
and
want
rider of
the insurance. That's what you're saying. So the number, okay. So we still got more calls. So we get more calls. Hello. Your name? Who? Yeah, your name. Your name. Yeah. Go ahead.
for okay.
Okay. All right. All right. So digitalization, you want it? That's the same thing they're saying. So hello. Hello. Yeah. So that's it. You have make a point. So that's it. Thank you. Hey, you made a point. Thank you. Okay. So we'll take a more calls. So get more people because we have people really call. Hello. Your name? Okay.
But they're talking about insurance. How you can you ignore all that? Good is what the people are saying here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Okay. So I think we about to go to our studio. I think all of you are saying almost the same because the callers are just saying that they don't have time. They don't have. We had an issue with the helmet. They don't have issue with the reflector, but just the insurance. The insurance. So that's all they are saying. So let's go to you back as we now taking our parting comments. You can just wrap up one at a time. Uh, Chabevani, you can start.
Uh, Once again, I just want to urge all the Sakolas to be peaceful because violence is not the way forward.
Okay.
And John Keon is a president. No matter what they saying, he shouldn't harm me because he fought for this setup when there were a lot of no-go zone, a lot of spraying, a lot of things. He advocates it, he might stay there. So we should think, we shouldn't be used. When you say tomorrow, you taking stone, you want knocking, you want on the army gonna come in for a rescue, it's wrong. In case you guys are heading tomorrow in leadership, should they do this? We are pushing the message of a transformed Liberia that all the youth should get that message in their head, especially the psychologists. So, to all the psychologists of RIA, I want to tell you, say you have become teacher number 6. Please, where the government say we shouldn't go, you don't go there. And we'll continue to appeal to the government and we'll continue to appeal to them. Please don't touch that road because your back is your hustle. Please don't put food there until whoever order, please.
Okay.
Thanks.
So yellow machine.
Yeah, so we stand for peace. We have been peaceful. Our motorcycles have always been peaceful. Even though they received a surprise package on Wednesday that they had no idea about, they received information and they saw something different. Like the government talk about relaxing the no-go zone, but they saw the no-go zone in full swing. and they are being peaceful. Motorcyclists, nobody should misinterpret our action. We are always being peaceful, and that is the reason why I've always told my cyclists that, gentlemen, there is no need for us to be friendly. Even some of them.
Okay, so I think this person from the Liberian National Police just keep. Hello. Yeah, are you for the Liberian National Police? What do you say? Okay. Mm. Okay. Will they be able to stay for you? Okay, thank you. So go ahead. I think. All right.
So there are a lot of issues. I mean,
Yeah.
it is not easy. Things are tough on them. I mean, you come in a community, you see their faces, you know that, I mean, the hustle is not easy. Or we continue to engage them, like they talk about coming out on Monday. We are still in conversation with them. We believe that this government is going to listen, because what they are raising, every reasonable person will want to find some make sense out of what they are raising. The issue about the insurance, I mean, it's a serious problem. We don't want to be giving insurance people free money where they will not be able to take care of their liabilities. Most of the main reason why we motorcycle want to insure their bike is the issue of a stolen bike. So if they will steal the man motorbike and the insurance company can pay, why they isn't the man insuring the man motor? Why isn't paying insurance money? Okay, so our people are asking the government to please let it leave the issue about insurance, and the insurance company are also rejecting them. So it's so complicated. So we are asking the government to see reason. The next thing about the travel lesson, please, we are asking our government. This is our government. We are in this for the next 6 years. I mean, we are under obligation to support this government to make sure the government succeed. Because if the government don't succeed, the negative effect is going to come on all the citizens. And that's the reason why we want to collaborate with the government as much as we can for us to be in peace. We don't want the police and the motorcyclists to be in confrontation. No, that is not our problem. We don't want to incite the sack. No, we don't want the cyclist to see a policeman and have a psychological trauma on them and say, these are the people that are chasing our friends. I mean, that's a bad message to send. We want the police to be motorcyclist friends. So we are asking the government, please, the issue about insurance, the issue about the driver lesson given to them. They can leave the driver lesson and leave the driver lesson, forget about the insurance, and decentralize the registration area. Everybody will not go to Ministry of Transport to go register. You put, trust me, take a camera over there on Monday. You will see how that place will be congested, populated. The children there, they got that money, they are confused. They lay money and they been keeping now. Almost everything finishing on Kobo and every day. So then even apply some effort getting their lesson, getting the lesson plate. They got their 2 helmet, they got their female, they got their reflector jacket, they got feet on it. The police is still arresting their back. That's unfair. I need the men make some effort here. I mean, out of 100%, you are going only around 80%. There should be some consideration. The police should be flexible. The number of bags they have arrested, I mean, you're over 1,000 now. At least they should start thinking about other people that are even attempting to start wearing the reflector jacket, because you got to enforce the law in a way that people will see reason to go and pay their different dues as it relates to getting their lesson plate, getting their reflector jacket. Right now, no helmet in stock. Almost all of the helmets are finishing. Almost all of the helmets finished.
who are even using construction helmet now.
Okay.
That's to tell you that how willing they are to support their protest because it's about the safety. On the issue of insurance, chief, we insure Moroba Bene, we only really want any Moroba may want to Moroba because when the Moroba law, so the insurance company can pay. So if the insurance company not going to pay for the Moroba when law, there's a way insurance back.
Okay. Thank you.
So they got in play the insurance and the attention and decentralization. These are issues that we are asking the government to do. And so I think in my mind, the government is going to listen. And while we engage our people, we need to talk to them. We know money is still far. There could be a turnaround. Who knows? All we are asking is that the government should see reason the same way. I mean, they can come up. I mean, for now to Sunday, for now to Monday, say, gentlemen, we will look into this. Let that decision come from the government. Let it now. We should not resolve the protestation. We don't want to be seeing that we just be protesting all around. No, we know protest. They have negative and positive, and that's why we continue to engage. We don't let them, don't allow them to be. I mean, having their own thought. Where is it? The devil's mind is the devil's question. That's why we keep them engaged. Tell them the different conversations we're having with the government. Their main issue here is that even though we met with the director and we give them the detail of our meeting, their issue is about the trust. They have told me the other machine that the CEO with the director that we just met with the vice president, they say the council no go soon. Then yeah, boy, only down man, I can't down man boy again. So why you come and say, oh, you have meeting with the police director agree that oh yeah, they will put a meeting of transport, they will try to go into the issue about the insurance, they'll go into the issue about the lesson, the travel lesson and everything. So how you expect all to trust you now?
Okay.
So that's another problem.
That's it. Thank you. So Rennie, wrap up.
So, President, I want to say many thanks to our secretaries for being very patient. Now, you see, we are peaceful people. We are peaceful people. The very day the no goes started, if Namata and looking at the very day we're discussing by this time. If you really look at what's going on in this country, they're trying to bring total devotion. Why? Because even government decision is good, but people they put on the feet to implement that they don't want to begin the problem, which is the police. Okay. I have all of those equipment with the exception of the travel lesson and that of my bike to be insured. Okay, if even I show a receipt, I say, yeah, I'm going, because there are some of us left for me, I attend the UL. Okay, I have my helmet, I have my reflector, I have my boots, I have my plate. I'm going to come back from there, I will go to see her best and get my insurance. Policeman will say, do I owe you? And the one that is very, very conflicting is where when they see you coming, even if you get behind you, they will not talk to you politely. They will jump on the bike. They will each shop before the father. It's conflicting.
Okay.
So all you are, the protest on Monday, and we don't want for people to misinterpret it. Now all Saturdays ready, they are gathered to go protest. Violent, no, we are not violent people. They take us to be violent, but we are not violent. But majority of us went to school. We are people that are very, very active. We know what is right. The government is our government. We voted the government, not against this government. That decision is good. So what money if we will sample that, it will be very peaceful. There are three main reasons that we are going there that we just told you. The driver lesson, the insurance company, and that the
decentralization. Right?
We're going there for.
Okay.
And then we are going there very lightweight to appeal. We are appealing to the government. No one is involved in the government. And again, I want to tell all our secretaries that Monday, effectively Monday, no secretary to run traffic. We will pack our bike in, though, and work politely to tell us just there and meet the government for the government to see how best they can help us. And every other secretary that will deliberately refuse to attend, I will be running traffic that day. The union will be responsible to pack your bike.
Okay. So thank you very much. It was nice having you people on Youth and Society here on Truth 96.1, and it was nice at least you people are talking about peace, a dialogue, and that's the right way to go. You have to keep engaging, you have to keep talking, and national government will listen to you, and will have and they will listen to you. So Sheikh, that's it. Thank you very much.
All right, the gentlemen have spoken a lot. The issue, I think, the issue that they keep on stressing on, the government had to look at that direction. First and foremost, they talk about insurance. wherein they say the package is too huge, and which of course there are some of them that are not even, in fact some of them are still renting back. They not got a own back, to afford that 150 that have to go and do everything, make difficult. So government should look at that direction. And also the worst of it is they say the insurance company even them down. The insurance company don't want to look at them. That's another grave issue. Then the next issue they talk about again, they talk about decentralization.
Yeah, that's a big issue.
Decentralized.
Yeah.
Everybody can't just converge at the Ministry of Transport, wherein Ministry of Transport can't able to cater to everybody. There should be decentralization. They also mentioned about the driver lesson.
Yeah.
That issue I said trying to really understand that clear. Whether driving license is for everybody, whosoever, whether you are motorbike rider or you are driver, I don't know whether it's only for a driver or for everybody. So I think somebody from that, that angle is supposed to, educate on that angles really. And these are the things the gentleman, institute to spoke about. I think we have to really call national government again to look at the direction, because all of us we are part of it. One way or the other, we are connected to it.
I like what they said. They want to dialogue.
Sure.
You have to keep on dialoguing. To find the way, the amicable way, at least to solve the whole issue.
Sure.
Because right now that's the latest news now. Everybody talking about motorcyclists. These policy being mandated by the government.
Yeah.
And I know that like they say, they trust in the government, and they willing to dialogue so that and everything come to rest.
Sure. So dialogue is the best way forward. You cannot continue to threaten your own national government. The government that was constitutionally elected, it cannot continue to threat that. You have to continue the dialogue, at least so that there can be a peaceful resolution.
Okay, so it's in the program Youth and Society. So we have here Randy S. Cohen and Joe Congreve. They are from some two, that's the motorcyclist advocacy group working in Painesville. So it was nice with you. This I would love to go down on today's edition of Youth and Society. It has been a wonderful time here. So check, we're going home.
Yeah.
So join us next Saturday, same time, same station. Until then, bye-bye.